Hello, Radiant Babes, and welcome back to the Radiant Lifestyle channel. We are on episode 3 of our Godly Glow Up series. And today, baby, we're going to be getting into the mind. We have to change our mindset in order to show up as that woman that we are dreaming of. So, here we go. We are going to change our mindset. Now, let's get into the mindset shift. Number 1, you have to realize that you are worthy of the dream. You are absolutely worthy of the dream. Number 2, you have to adjust your self concept. We will absolutely be getting into self concept today. And now, 3, you have to adopt God's idea of who you are. Now, let's get into it. Self concept, the overall mental framework individuals use to answer the question, who am I? Now, this famous psychologist named Carl Rogers, sorry, Carl. He breaks it down into 3. Number 1, your self image. How do you perceive yourself? Now, you have to include your physical traits, your personality, and your social roles. Second one is your ideal self, the person who you ultimately want to be, or your attributes to strive to that process. And now, number 3, your self esteem. How much value how much you value or accept and like yourself based on these perceptions. So now let's tie it all together. Your self-concept and what God calls you to be and says that you are will boost your confidence and give you the ultimate glow up. When you are building on the truth, it's easy to have that confidence boost. Like I said, Carl was talking about, your self image. How do you perceive yourself right now? Your personality, your traits, everything. How does that intertwine with who you want to become, your ideal self? Um, how do you get all of that in your self esteem? Now, personally, if you have low self esteem or what you want your ideal self should all be based off of what God says that you are. That's how we get into that. So, of course, there are scriptures and everything that we can turn into affirmations that will help our self confidence. So, when you elevate your self confidence and your self image, you will be untouchable, especially when you intertwine God's word for you and your self concept. So when you walk around and you know that you're fearfully and wonderfully made, that you're more precious than rubies and jewels, that you are the head and not the tail, that you are the child of the Most High God, it boosts your confidence. When you know that God thinks I'm all of that, there's really not much that a human could say to mess with that confidence. And also, you need to know that these things are attainable. You need to know that crazy out of this world vision that you have, it's very much so doable. It is not impossible. With Christ, all things are possible. Ephesians says, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we could ask or think, according to the power of him that works within us. So we got to do the work. As Iyanla would say, you have to do your work. I did my work. In order to boost your confidence, in order to upgrade that mindset, you need to know that it's possible. So if you see yourself with the mansion, the bags, the cars, the clothes, all of that, it's possible. Where you are now does not determine where you will be tomorrow. What does determine where you will be tomorrow is what you do with your now. If you don't change nothing, nothing's going to change. And that is exactly why in our last episode we said we need routines, we need to create new patterns and habits because your today directly affects tomorrow. Just because you're down in the dumps, that doesn't mean you will always be. If you change your mindset, if you change your habits, if you change your self-concept. If you think you're just always going to be that around the way girl with little to nothing, then that's what you'll be. But when you can see beyond that, then there you have it. Now, sometimes you have to trick yourself. The brain is a wild, God was so intentional with it. If you just start getting up and showing up as the person that you're envisioning yourself to be, you will become that girl. If you are cosplaying, who you want to be, hello. In 6 months to a year, you are her. If you are in your mind, you are the Pilates mommy, matcha drinking, content creating, wellness girly, show up as her and you will become her. Everything that you do in your mind, everything that you got to trick yourself. You have to trick yourself. And that is why the self concept is so important, because if you can see it, if that's what you think, if that's your ideal self and you know that you have the personality traits and the looks and everything now to get to it, it's time for you to start showing up as her. Now, we are going to get into finances, but what I want to say now is do not start spending like that person that you are not. Do not put yourself into debt. You are the lender, not the borrower. Do not put yourself into debt trying to show up as that. Do what you can in the space that you are in. You want to be a Pilates girly, but you can't afford the membership? They got Pilates on YouTube. You want to be anything, they got it on YouTube University. If you, I don't know, I like losing weight, but I hate working out certain ways. Baby, grow with Joe. Pilates, that Gabby lady with the arms. My arms are big. I know it. I still love them because, hello, it's created by God. Do a workout. Everything that you want is attainable. You just have to change your mindset. Instead of I'll do it one day, make it day one. Instead of I'll get to it, make it, I'll do it now. A little slumber, a little sleep, remember? A little folding of the hands. Poverty. Poverty. It's time for you to show up as her. Right now, I don't know who I'm talking to. I might be talking to one or two people. In my mind, I'm talking to 1,200 of y'all. In my mind, I'm talking to not even. I'm talking to 12,000 of y'all. In my mind, this is my career. So I'm going to show up and put in the work. I'm going to do multiple episodes at a time because I got a real job. Don't quit your job. Unless God tell you to do not quit your job to show up. Don't do that yet. You still got these bills to pay. But yes, know that it's possible. Know that it's not far-fetched. Know that what you are thinking of and everything that you're putting together, you can do. Your mind, you got to shift your mindset. If you think that what you deserve is little to none, the least, I need you to get in the Bible. I need you to get in the Bible and start really, you need to start working on your affirmations to change your mindset. Do what you have to do to change your mindset. And I want you to know that that ideal self, that ideal life that you see, that didn't come from nowhere. God placed those desires on your heart, which means if he gave them to you, if you're feeling it, if you see it, that means it's attainable. That means it's what he wants for you. So you have to do the work. Faith without works is dead. You've got to move. And that's on Darrell Walls. You've got to move. You've got to put the work in and God will meet you halfway. But you have to show him that you want to do it. That's why stewardship is important. How are you stewarding your mind? What are you spending your brain power on? Are you listening to celebrity gossip? Are you listening to red pill self-degrading things? Are you listening to things that edify the kingdom, to things that help you grow and change? What are you spending your brain power on? Are you focusing on little stupid small stuff, or are you reading things that'll help you? It's your time and your brain hand in hand. So you want to start the business. So are you just scrolling? Are you doom scrolling? Or are you listening to people on how to start your LLC or where to find your product or what product you're going to do, how to create the ebook, your mind and your time. You have to steward your mind and your time wisely in order to glow. In order to show up as that person, in order to become that person, you have to change your habits. You have to change how you spend your time. You have to change how you show up in the world. And in order to do that, you have to shift your mindset. And I'm not perfect. And don't believe those little negative thoughts in the back of your head. That's not God. That is not God. God is the thing that's telling you, you know what? Even though you know you wouldn't normally do that, you know what? You should try this. You know what? You should show up and do that. you know that you don't like public speaking, but you know you got something to say. So take things on how to speak eloquently. I notice that I say a lot. I know what I want to say, but I say a lot. I bet you I find something to show me how to speak more eloquently. So when I show up on this camera, I don't sound like a stumbling fool. Do what you have to do to get where you want to get. That's all I'm saying. And it don't have to cost you a bunch of money. All right. I will see you in episode 4, where we are going to get into finances. I know I've been making y'all wait for all of the prissy fun stuff, but that's because these are the things that you have to change in order to show up with the full package. We don't want to just be cute and dumb. We don't want to be cute and broke. We don't want to be cute and not have it all together. So we are getting it all together gradually. Okay, I will see you in our next episode. Bye.